Keir Starmer announces new cabinet with historic appointments. Keir Starmer has officially named his new cabinet members, with Rachel Reeves being appointed as the first female chancellor in the UK. Yvette Cooper has taken on the role of Home Secretary, Angela Rayner is now the Deputy Prime Minister, and David Lammy has been named as the new Foreign Secretary. The direction of the new government under Starmer's leadership is expected to become clearer in the next 24 hours as additional ministers are appointed. The Labour leader, Keir Starmer, expressed his commitment to change while addressing his supporters in London on Friday morning. Following a ceremonial kissing of hands with King Charles III, Starmer, at 61 years old, officially became the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom and can now form a majority government. With only 2 seats left to be decided in the House of Commons, Labour has secured a substantial majority of 412 seats after gaining 211 seats. The Conservative Party, the former ruling party, now only holds 121 seats, a considerable loss of 250 seats, while the centrist Liberal Democrats have secured 71 seats, a gain of 63 seats. Rishi Sunak, the outgoing Prime Minister, expressed his disappointment at his party's historic loss to his supporters in his constituency of Richmond and North Allerton, where he was re-elected as an MP. Following this, Sunak returned to 10 Downing Street, the iconic address that has served as the residence and office of British Prime Ministers since 1735. In his final address as Prime Minister, Sunak expressed his gratitude for leading the best country in the world and acknowledged the British people's sobering verdict. Subsequently, he visited Buckingham Palace to formally resign his position to King Charles III, marking a historic formality as the King's role in the UK's political processes is largely symbolic. In adherence to tradition, the monarch then invited Keir Starmer to form a new government. Shortly afterward, Starmer entered 10 Downing Street for the first time to begin the process of assembling his new cabinet. The king is expected to make a public appearance later in the month for the state opening of Parliament, where he will deliver a speech outlining the legislative agenda of the incoming government. Starmer emphasized that his tenure as Prime Minister would prioritize national renewal and restoring public trust in government. The Labour manifesto outlines the party's policy priorities, emphasizing goals such as kickstarting economic growth, advancing clean energy initiatives, reducing violent crime, reforming education, and investing in the National Health Service. The Labour Party, under Starmer's leadership, faces significant challenges as it seeks to implement its policy agenda amid pressing economic conditions and social discontent. Rachel Reeves, poised to become the UK's first female finance minister, acknowledged the daunting task ahead, given the country's high debt burden and tax levels. Despite these challenges, political analysts express optimism regarding the new government's capacity to deliver stable governance and address long-term objectives. The upcoming parliamentary session is set to commence with the election of the Speaker, followed by the state opening of Parliament and the delivery of the King's speech. World leaders have expressed their support and congratulations to Prime Minister Starmer, with notable figures such as U.S. President Joe Biden affirming their commitment to working with the UK government. President Volodymyr Zelensky of Ukraine has also extended his congratulations to Prime Minister Starmer, highlighting the UK's unwavering support for his country. In conclusion, Keir Starmer's new government faces a pivotal moment in British political history, with a mandate for change and national renewal. The newly appointed cabinet members, including the first female chancellor, reflect a commitment to diversity and progressive governance. As the Labour Party embarks on its journey to implement its policy priorities, the world watches closely to see how the UK will navigate its domestic and international challenges under Starmer's leadership.